How's it going, everybody? We are back, finally, for the beginning of the ODRL NXT Xfinity Series season. We have 33 drivers for today's event. I believe it is 60 laps, something like that. No, I don't even know what the length is. We're starting the race. We're already ghosted. This is a great start to everything. I'm sorry. It's been such a long time since I posted a video. I've been posting shorts every now and then, but we're back. I'm going to try my best to continue posting. Yeah, that's about all that wraps up for introductions. As we head off into turn 1 and 2, we got the 91 of Steel Carrot in front of us, 32 of Impact below us. Of course, this is a big moment to try to get some points, because Talladega, I mean, it can go really good for you, it can go really bad for you. You get involved in the big one, ruin your race, it's not good whatsoever. But we pull forward a little bit, get clear of Impact on the bottom line. I'm just trying to stick up high because I'm still not getting draft from the car in front of me due to being ghosted, due to my terrible internet. So that is just great. Now finally the 91 on ghost so we can get draft. The only reason that cars around people ghost is because your internet connection may not be the best at that moment. But anyways, coming to lap 2, Caterator in the 10 car. He's going to lead it. As we continue on here, into lap 3, and the 10 car is lagging all over the place. That's not even on my end. That is purely on his end. We're still in the top lane, but I'm kind of freaking out because he is ghosting like crazy. He's even flying through the air. That is some awesome stuff right there. He's going to pull off to the apron, and that's going to give me, or Carrot and I, the lead. Try to see if we can get clear to the bottom. Just keep on pushing him. Of course, ODRL uses a Graboid package, so you can't push the bottom, and actually we get pushed up a little bit high, but actually I believe I wanted that to happen because it's a little bit of a fuel saver. We got 6 laps to go, 6 laps left on fuel, so we're going to have to save fuel a little bit. I was scared that I wasn't going to make it, but if we fuel save a little bit, make it, we'll be all set. Yeah, we're going to drop quite a ways here, all the way down to 20th, but there's 33 cars. We got plenty of time left in the stage. Just got to make sure we make and put ourselves in contention for at least some stage points. As we move on to lap 11, nothing's really happened. We're still sitting on the bottom in P20. We're good on fuel. However, they're going 3 wide in front of us, and things are really picking up the stage. We're going to move up and hit Racing Dream a little bit, but 21's going to move up to the middle as well. We're still losing time. We really shouldn't have moved up to the top, I don't think. I think that's kind of where we screwed up. But hopefully we can move forward a little bit. I may have oversaved fuel, actually. There's a huge crash in front of us. The 24 is dead. Everyone's ghosted. That was actually a perfect time for me to go ghosted because I completely phased through the 24 car. They're still wrecking. Lots of cars wrecking on the bottom. The 31's going up the racetrack. Don't know where he's going. He's going to almost come down into us. We're going to go into P12. So, white flag here. No cautions left because there's 5 laps left in the stage. I'm going to try to drop to the bottom, but I actually get undercut underneath me by the 27 car of Leppy. So we're going to head back and down to the bottom, try to get some draft, but we're ghosted, so we really can't do that. NLS Network and others flying in front of me. The 2 car of Big Sean, he gets turned. Lots of chaos here in the final 2 laps. GS is going to pass us on the outside in the 17 car, but we got a little bit of draft from Leppy. I don't think anything's going to happen. Of course, our ghostedness is going to help. Is going to prevent things from happening. I mean, this pack still has enough cars where we can get up into the top 10, but I doubt we're going to be able to get much higher than that. As they're going 3-way, there's cars freaking wrecking all over the place. The 88's around. There's cars spinning everywhere, and we're actually going to come through and get 9th due to the amount of chaos that happened there. So, a couple stage points there. ODRL's stage point system is a little weird. It's like 5 point, like the winner gets 5 points, second and third get 4, fourth and fifth get 3, sixth and seventh get 2, and then the final 3 car drivers in the stage get 1. It's a pretty weird system, I know, but next season they're going to go back to the 10 through 1 type thing. As a couple cars didn't pit in the last caution, so they're gonna drop down to the apron and pit eventually. But we're looking pretty good, you know. We're in a better fuel saving position than we were last time. The stages are the exact same, so it's still going to be a little bit of saving. We got my teammate Lyle on the outside there leading the high line. I believe he got a good finish in stage 1, so good for him. LA Fatality in the 21, he's leading the field with the third car on the bottom lane. But of course, the bottom line can only push when the bottom line isn't the leader. So right now, Tata Head can push up until, can't tell who that is. I think it's the 51. He can't. So right now he cannot push him because that is illegal. Just to eliminate, you know, train racing, try to spice up super speed racing a little bit. But Impact's actually gonna dive below Fatality, kind of ditch him to the inside as we complete lap 1 of stage 2.
3 wide on the bottom here.
As we stay on the inside of the 27 car. Just kind of sitting in line, you know, we got the 17 behind us, Tate in front of us, in a pretty solid spot. Impact and his teammate are trying to, and his teammates, and with NLS and 31, they're trying to push to the outside. Ironman in the 88's making it move all the way to the outside. That is quite aggressive move. 21's following him, but we're just going to sit here in the bottom and save a little bit of fuel, you know, make sure we are good to the end. You know, we want to put ourselves in a good spot for stage ports. And that's what we're doing. So very, very intense racing as we move up to the middle. Looks like the inside's kind of falling back with Tata and Trevi. In the middle of Fatality, and I can't tell who's in the bottom. Yep, there's GS. 17, we're still kind of falling back, but like I said, still trying to save fuel. Still trying to ensure that we can get it to the end. Go through 1 and 2, continuing to lose fast. We're back to 9th now. We got the 1 car T-Zone below us now. That's not very good. Maybe moving to the middle wasn't the best move at all. But the outside, the very outside line is kind of falling back as the lines behind us are falling back as well. Let's actually do prime the 51, not Trevi. But Impact looks like, that's not Impact. No, it is Impact. Impact in the 32. He moved down to the bottom. He's taking the lead. We're going to go through the middle, past Ironman and Fatality on the way outside. As we continue on here, we're going to get clear of the outside. We got the 16 kind of some skip forward to lap 4, kind of in the same spot. GS and Tata, they kind of check up. GS falls back in. I almost get hooked by Ironman. They're bouncing off of each other, freaking 4 wide. Which is a really, really tight spot here in these loose Xfinity cars. There's Leppy in the 27. We're going to get to the inside of him. We got NLS in front of us. Leppy's bouncing off people. People are about to wreck. Stuff's about to happen here in Talladega. Oh, Jesus. Ironman almost hooks Leppy right into us. But we're back to the bottom now. We got Reagan Moore in the 16 car ahead of us. We're in a pretty solid spot. As the HVM guys continue to kind of fight for the lead, Impact's in the middle of Leppy and Dreaming outside. We're going to go to the middle. We're going to be kind of aggressive as we get closer and closer to the end of the stage. We're good on fuel. We have the fuel to be this aggressive. So we're going to try to push Impact through to the lead and put ourselves in a spot to get at least a top 5 in stage 2. Leppy and Dream are pushing hard on the outside, trying to fall back. We got NLS behind us, Ironman below us. We know he's going to be aggressive as Impact actually goes ghosted in front of us, which is probably the worst timing to go ghosted. So we try to push him. He must not be ghosting our screen because we're still pushing him, and we get shoved up a bit. Now we're in the middle of 4 wide. NLS is bouncing off people, bouncing off everybody else. People are wrecking to the inside. I don't know if that's going to be a caution or not, but oh wait, there actually was a caution last lap that time. I didn't realize that, but after the caution, we pit and we come out P2 right next to Impact. Took no tires, of course. Don't really need tires when you have three laps left in the stage. And we're gonna duke it out for the stage win. No more cautions because the caution cutoff's 5 laps to go. So this is gonna be it. We got Ironman behind us, Impact right next to us. We get a great restart. Actually, probably one of the better restarts I've ever gotten. But with the Graboid package, because that's what ODRL uses, you can't push the leader on the bottom when they are the leader. But when they're not the leader, you are able to push them. But as soon as they flip the leader, you have to stay off of them no matter what. Like, you cannot push the leader whatsoever. And that usually goes into motion on the backstretch. Right now, yeah, Do Prime cannot push Impact on the inside. So that's going to give the advantage to me and Ironman as I take the lead for the first time, leading some laps. Ironman's going to push me up through there. We got Tata Head behind us. A lot of guys that have
kind of consistently been up here throughout the race. Impact still with a big gap to the car behind him. We're coming to the white flag in stage 2, and it's looking pretty dang good, if I do say so myself. Ironman pushing the crap out of me through the tri-oval. Of course, the start-finish line's always, it's a little bit farther than Daytona. We lose a lot of momentum. Blocking Tata, blocking Ironman. They're wrecking. The 88 spinning. Oh, hard hit into the wall. Unbelievably hard hit for the guy in the 88, but now I have absolutely no help on the top. The entire field's dead behind us. Reagan Boy, Do Prime, they're all going to pass us. There's Leppy in the bottom. We have absolutely zero help. Here comes Tata. Tata's going to try to push me, but it's not really going to work out that well because you just don't have any momentum where the bottom has all the momentum. But Reagan Boy gets a little checked up. Do Prime backs off the Impact. He's going to slow the inside up, but they just have the preferred line down in the corners. Of course, the bottom's the fastest way around the track, so that'll happen. Fall back to 4th, but coming out of turn 4, I mean, it's still good points nonetheless. Do Prime's trying to make a move, trying to pass Impact. Tata Head's going to shove us out. We're losing even more spots. We're falling all the way back to the end of this pack that survived the chaos. Impact's going to win the stage. They wreck at the line, and we're going to get 6th. So actually, not too terrible. Impact, of course, wins the stage at the end. Do Prime was not able to make a move and pass him. So now it's the big stage. I believe it's going to be some like 25-ish laps with the fuel. Maybe not 25 laps. We'll see in a second. But because we took tires and everything, we're going to restart 15th. And, a little bit of, the 19 gets turned there. That's Banjo. New car. Sean was also on the inside. Yeah, we got 32 laps. So it's actually going to be a 2-stop stage 3. So plenty of room for mistakes, but there'll probably be some cautions, especially with what just happened right there. Only one caution so far, so it's actually been a pretty clean race. See the guy on the apron ghosted. I don't know who that is, but GS in the 17 leads right now. It's NB Redneck in the 54 was the slow car on the bottom. But that sucks for Banjo. So he got dumped pretty much right away. The 2 car of Big Sean, no, it's not Big Sean. Either Big Sean or Mask Killer, I kind of forgot. It's been a little while. But we got ran off on you on the outside, NLS on the outside. Another guy that we kind of raced around a lot in the beginning of the race. As someone is actually pitting. Someone must have forgot to pit. But that is actually the 17 of GS, so we saw take the lead there for a second. So that's going to pretty much screw his race over if we don't get a caution. We go in the middle of 3 wide on the bottom with Georgia Dog, but we're just going to try to save fuel, try to short the pit stop as much as we can. That's going to be the name of the game in stage 3, trying to capitalize, get forward to lap 27. But yeah, pretty much we're staying in the bottom. We're trying to stay out of trouble, keep the car clean, make sure we don't get any damage, and just save fuel to shorten that pit stop, which I feel like most of the faster guys in this middle pack are doing. As we get a big check of 3 wide. We're going to pass Randolph on you and LA Fatality on the outside. 3 wide there with the 18 of Viva Chero in the middle. So a very, very treacherous spot here, but we're going to gain some spots because of it. Now we're up to 16th, 15th, going to pass Lachero for 14th here as we cross over to lap 28. 30 laps to go here in the season opener NXT race. So we move on here. Reagan Boy's actually going to, they're wrecking. The 91's around, the 27's around. We're in it. We get hooked by the 91 hard in the outside wall. We go. And we did the exact opposite of what we needed to do by keeping the car clean, and now we're wrecked, which sucks. So of course, try to spin it back around here, and let's actually watch the replay of that, see what happened. Just looks like the 91. I don't know what happened there. He kind of came. Even the 39 must have gotten hooked, and he came across the nose of the 27, and it was on from there. Tango, you see there going through the grass. And I thought we were fine right here, but Leppy actually goes back at the racetrack, hooking the 91, which hooks right into me. And as I go hard into the outside wall, damaging the car pretty well. So, of course, caution comes out. We're going to have to pit. We got damage. And we're going to be towards the back. But because of the fuel situation, we're going to want to pit on the choose cone lap, because we do a choose cone every caution in ODRL. We're going to want to pit in the choose cone lap and top off. So now we are 29th out of 33 cars in a terrible spot. But since a bunch of people pit in the choose cone, it's basically a single file restart, which is notoriously pretty bad because it's just a big old stack up. So we're probably going to lose the pack or something. But yeah, we're still going like 100 miles an hour while the rest of the field's going like 140. So obviously definitely not a good spot, especially in stage 3. Like, it's okay if it happens in stage 1 or 2, but if it happens in stage 3, it's hard to come back from. But actually, the field stayed pretty lined up. Nobody wrecked or anything, which is good, but the big old pack kind of pulled away from us. But we were lucky enough to actually stack back up and get back with the lead pack as they go 2x2, pretty much 2x2 throughout the entire field. But now is the time to start trying to make moves. Try to start to put myself into a good spot to where I can get hooked up with like my teammates Lyle and D-Main and Welbdang to put myself in a spot where I can contend for this win. So pushing on that outside actually gained us a ton of spots. But we had freaking cars wrecking there. Couldn't really tell because they were ghosted, but someone spun in the middle of the pack. I don't know if that's going to be caution or not, actually. Tata gets to the bottom of us and kind of progress kind of stalled out there. Cars are ghosted on my screen, which is never a good thing. But we continue on here, lap 42, getting close. Or after this lap, we'll cross the 15 laps ago. We got 4 laps in field. Pit stops are going to be soon, so I'm trying to put myself at least probably in the top 15. You know, trying to get hooked up with my teammates. Speaking of one of my teammates, there's Lyle. I choose to pass him and try to go on the high side because the high side has a lot of momentum. A big run is a 41, almost called a huge wreck right there. That would have been absolutely catastrophic. We get to the outside of the 27, right behind the 54 car. Georgia Dog, he's slowing down a little bit. Someone's pitting. I believe that was the 16 of Reagan Boy, and this has actually worked out perfectly. We've gone from 29th all the way up to 14th from the last restart. So we continue on. 2 laps left on field. Dual Prime, super wiggly. Pretty sure that means he's probably going to pit this time. He made quite the move to try to get to the bottom. Racing Dream behind me in 31 as most of the field pits right there. That's going to put us in a spot to where we're going to have to try to catch up and draft the other cars. Puts us in P3 here as we near the final pit stop. Of course, that caution with the big wreck we were involved in pretty much eliminated 2 stops that we needed. So now we draft up the Banjo. We pass Big Sean. There's the 91 of Irish in the lead. We're all going to pit this time. We all need to get lined up. We're going to take 2 cans, no tires. We weren't able to save enough fuel to actually shorten the fuel at all. So 2 cans, 4 tires. We got in. That's actually not Irish, it's Carrot. But 2 cans, no tires. Try to run it out to the end. Try to hook up with the guys around us like Reagan Boy and Carrot, who are very, very talented drivers. Guys, sorry about that. Definitely be in contention for the championship this year. Try to put ourselves in a really good spot, whereas other fast drivers might finish bad because it's a super speedway racing. It's pretty much roulette. So we're going to try to hook up with Carrot there. I do actually a really terrible job of hitting him in the spot that I need to, but we're all lined up. This whole group that pitted here is lined up, but here comes the rest of the cars. There's Cobra, there's NLS, there's a 7-car, Ironman, Mets, a bunch of other guys that pitted on the lap before us. There was a lot, because there was a lot of cars that pitted a lap before us, but we stayed out because we wanted to, not have to deal with that many cars in pit road, because that many cars in pit road at Talladega is pretty treacherous here. As we skip to lap 49, we're going to try to make a move to the outside. We're getting down to the end of this race, and I really want to win this thing. It's pretty much a crown jewel NXT race. It's the first race of the season. It's Talladega. I want to start the season off with a win, lock myself into the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? But we moved to the outside, and that may not have been the greatest move, as Lyle's going to pass us as our teammate. It's 4x4 top. Can't really tell who's leading right now, but we got Cowboy Tector inside. But pretty much after we moved to the outside, we fell back behind Lyle, tried to build up the run again, and we get a huge run here. Coming to 7 laps to go. Get done with lap 50. Yeah, pretty much the same faces that were up at the front in the beginning of this race are here, like Ironman, Tata Head. Metz is right here. He's the league owner. He doesn't really run that well. It's really nice to see him up here in the top 5. We got Banjo in front of us, who wrecked at the beginning of stage 3, was absolutely saved by the caution, and we go ghosted at the worst possible time. Going ghosted pretty much means you're lagging in this game, because back then I didn't really have, my internet hooked up in the correct way to where I could not ghost, and it is going to send us really far back. So we fall back from about 7th, 6th area back to 10th, falling out of the top 10. And there's just a huge line of cars waiting to take my positions, take my spots. And someone actually pits there. I believe that was NLS, so that's actually a free spot. He must have, I remember he said in the Discord VC that if he did his math wrong. But because we're ghosted, I'm just trying to stay out of everybody's way. Because we're getting down to it, 6 laps left. I don't want to be like a burden on anybody. But there's about probably 14, 15 cars in probably to the end of the line, all because of some internet issues where you're ghosted on everybody's screen. Everybody kind of faced through everybody. Thought about getting into the bottom in front of Impact there, but it just wasn't going to happen. LA Fatality and Cowboy Type, they tried making something happen. Cowboy Type's actually going to go to the very outside. We're going to pass him, so hopefully, pretty much at this point, just hoping for a top 10. We're coming to 5 to go. It's not really looking that great. We're not really probably going to be able to get back to the bottom where all the speed is, because it's not really an outside lane, but hopefully an outside lane forms and maybe we can get a run or something. But finally, we get let to the bottom. We're still going in and out. We got Dude Prime behind us, and we skip all the way to lap 55. Absolutely nothing has happened, but we see our opportunity. We see Holy Divines moving to the top. He's a truck driver. He's subbing. We see him moving to the top. We take our opportunity. Iron Man checking up. His teammate and his actually, because Iron Man owns ILM, and his driver lost my plan B. He slows down a little bit. We pushing Holy, trying to get past the 88 and the 7. We got the 51 behind us. We have a run. We have a chance here, ladies and gentlemen, all the way up into the top 10. Trying to keep this forward momentum going. We are the furthest cars on the outside as Impact just tries to be stupid and makes a move to the outside, and Holy moves up because of that. He makes it 4 wide. Impact's wrecking in the background. So now we are pretty much one of the leading cars on the top. Can't really tell who that is on the outside, but Iron Man moves up to the top. Now coming to the white flag. Iron Man's going to go way high. Mets goes to the grass. Trusting Banjo's in the lead. We are right here, ladies and gentlemen. Got LA Fatality in front of us. Lyle, my teammate, is leading. Freaking 3 wide for second. Actually, yeah, 3 wide for second here in the final lap. We're still hauling balls. It's actually not the 42. Oh no, that is the 42. That's my teammate Lyle leading the race. We're getting a huge shove. We were like 11th like 2 laps ago. We saw the move we went for. Now pushing down the backstretch. Cobra up in a second. Cobra leading. Holy Divines, the truck driver, he's pushing us. We have a run to the outside. Iron Man's trying to make it 3 wide. He has help from someone behind him. He gets a huge shot from T-Stone. We're falling back. We're fading fast. The middle line has absolutely no momentum. And Iron Man and T-Stone. Iron Man gets dumped. T-Stone dumps Iron Man off of turn 4. Cobra blocking all the lanes. We got the 54 is ghosted. We're side by side with Banjo. Cobra's going to come through to the trial. He's going to win the race. But we're going to get second in the photo finish with Banjo and Holy. Absolutely insane finish right there. Honestly, we would have been in a lot worse spot if we were caught up in that wreck. But honestly, a great way to start our season. If you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to click the like button and subscribe as we try to push towards 200 subscribers. And hit the notifications bell. Goodbye.